Hey, can you give my glasses case, please? Yes, it is. Yes, I'm back. I'm back, people. I'm back, man. The international football just, kills the mood. That's the problem, I think. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? It used to be one of the best things that happened in football back in the day. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, I don't see it that way anymore. But lots to talk about since I've been away. Lots to talk about in regards to this. We're going to be talking about this today. Mr. MoSalah staying now. Like 200 million. Would we would we say no to that in normal circumstances, especially at his age? It's a bit difficult, isn't it? People, get busy in the comments, please. As you can see, MoSalah is staying. A lot of fans are happy, and some might say, get the 200 million and just get out. You know what I mean? And you could spend it on more players. But we've got a big season. We've got a big season ahead, and as you can see, the results on the pitch, things are changing at Liverpool Football Club. We're becoming even that much better as well. It's very hot in London today, very hot. So that's what we're going to be talking about. That's one of the things we're going to be talking about. The next one is this guy and his comments, basically about leaving Liverpool, and telling a bit of porky lies. They told a bit of lies. Let's be honest here. Saying about the money bit. Yeah, nah, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that at all. And the next one we're going to be talking about after that is a lot of people don't give him a lot of credit. They say he's a nice guy. He's this, he's that, he's this and that. But Jurgen Klopp ain't a nice guy. Fine, but those people that were saying that, having a go at him being nice, haven't even come out, and congratulate him for being ruthless, ruthless aggression, as the wrestling term goes. The era of Brock Lesnar, John Cena, and Randy Orton. The ruthless aggression hasn't hit the those people that's actually having a go at him. He's a great manager, man. You ain't gonna get Klopp again, man. Enjoy him while he's there. That's all I can say about that. And the last one I want to talk about, people, which is scary. It's more scary than many people don't think about. Is the Saudi League. What people don't understand about the Saudi League. It's gonna be dominant. There's going to be dominance coming from there, man. These people are richer than rich beyond our wildest dreams. A lot of people say the Chinese league didn't succeed when they came into football. Why is the Saudi league going to succeed? Well, you wait for it and see, man. You wait for it and see what I discuss with you with that one. So yeah, let's start with the first one, which is MoSalah staying. Let's get dirty. Let's get ready to rumble. So MoSalah is staying. We all know that. Everybody's happy about it. So am I. I didn't mind it either way. Getting money for him at his age, you got to be smart. If it's business terms, your own business, you wouldn't really complain about that, if you know what I mean. So you got to think about it that way as well. But the football club has stuck to their guns, and they kept this legend. You know what I mean? And he plays a big part of this season. He's going to score a lot of goals, as we already know he will. He scored in the last game as well. And the most important thing is about him that I like, he didn't complain once. Do you remember, people, when Coutinho's and all these other players, money related, dream of playing for Barcelona, dream of playing for Real Madrid, all that stuff came into the scene, how they acted? Not like this guy. Professional from top to bottom. And you don't know what this guy means to the Arab world. You know what I mean? He's everything. He's everything to the Arab world. He's the legend of legends over there, and the way he transformed his game at Liverpool Football Club. Don't get me wrong, Liverpool has helped him out in his career, his performances wise and all that stuff. But it's just nothing short but remarkable, because we didn't expect him to be the player he is. We didn't expect him to score double figure goals from the wing. Not many players in the past actually did that. If you remember, like, you got Ronaldo's, you got all these big players in the past. They didn't perform like Salah. They didn't score a lot of goals like Salah, but he did. He did everything, and it's refreshing to see things like that, especially when the Arab world was looking for a hero to hold on to, and he is that hero that everybody loves. And now at Liverpool Football Club, no fan can actually judge him anymore as from a commitment purpose and as a player. I mean, he is probably the greatest Premier League player alongside Gerrard now. So put yourself in that shoes, guys. Like 350k a week, a day. He gets that in a week, and he could have got that with that tax as well, and he's staying at Liverpool. That's a big step from a player. If it was me, sayonara, man. I ain't staying. No way. Listen, it's all about the money. It's all about the money in the current world we live in. The unfortunate thing we're going to be talking about later on about the Arab League and all that stuff is it's a lot of it. It's a lot of money coming into this league, and it's scary, people. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I'm happy he's staying, especially with the team we have currently. We're competing for the league, people. Whether you like it or not, whether you like someone saying that or not, we are competing for the league. As I said in the past, you skip that one season, but you make sure you come back in the next season. Great clubs did that, like Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal, all the great clubs, Man City. That could be their 5th title this season. How can you, as a fan, sit there and watch Man City win 5 league titles in a row? Think about it, people. Think about it. It's a scary thing, man. It's a scary thing, and I don't want to see that. I don't want to see things like that. Man City winning titles in a row. It shows how weak this league is, and it shouldn't be like that. We should be competing on a regular basis as Liverpool Football Club. That's what I say about the owners. Like, if they were ambitious enough, or if they had the money, then it would have been different. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that's going on around Twitter as well. Liverpool, Arabs want to buy Liverpool, especially Qataris who are moving away from Man United. They want to go towards Liverpool again. It's all nonsense. It's all nonsense. Don't believe it. Unless it comes out from the Arabs that's saying like they want to go look at that Liverpool option again, maybe pay that $5 billion they asked for. It's not true. It's not true. Listen, this guy is a legend. That's why I call him the GOAT. He helps every Liverpool channel, even invests. I don't know why he does that. You don't need that. You being here is enough for us, mate. I'm telling you right now. John Conway, big up, brother. I know I missed it the other days. Monday, that was your birthday. Big up, bro. Happy birthday. And you deserve it, bro. I'm always here, and I'm always going to be like championing your actual name and all that stuff. Because you deserve it, bro. You deserve it, man. Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday. Sorry I missed it on Monday, man. I needed the rest, bro. Like, it's been a long, like, streamings, man. I've been grafting in this thing, man. And I think we got somewhere with it. Let's just see how far we can go. You know what I mean? Let's see how far we can go. But happy birthday, bro. I don't... Listen, I might have forgot that day, but I'm here. I'm here now. The most important thing is I'm here to, announce your birthday and all that stuff. Yeah, but Mo Salah staying, people, is the happiest thing that we could have this season, because there ain't no replacement like Mo Salah. Let's just be honest there. Who in the world is the type of player like Mo Salah that we can get, that can score from the right wing as consistently as Mo Salah? There ain't no one in the world. And especially in a difficult league like the Premier League. The Premier League is fast. It's very fast for some players. Great players have come to the Premier League and failed. Think about that. Shevchenko's, Crespos, Veron, as I remember. There's so many players. Morientes came to Liverpool, wasn't the same player at Madrid, or Monaco. You got to think about it that way. But let me get to the comments. Apologies for that, people. I just have to, I like to discuss first before I actually do anything. It's not good for me, to not deliver what I'm trying to give to you guys as well. Yes, Abdul, big up, bro. Yes. We're back together again. That Salah transfer was not gonna happen, was it? Nah. Sometimes you've got to look at the players. You know what I mean? The players have this ambition in life, especially the latter stages of their career when they are, 31, 32. Their family comes first, and Mo Salah is a part of our family, isn't he? He is our family. He is one of us, and it shows for him not even to say anything first of all, and not even like cry like a baby. Second of all, it shows the commitment of the player. So give him that, people. Give him that applause that he deserves. He is a great person. I mean, because if that money comes in your pocket in real life, people, be honest, would you refuse it? Think about it that way. You wouldn't refuse it. Big up John Conway, like I always say. There he is. That's how he does it, man. This guy, the legend of all legends. Victor says, "Do you live in Liverpool?" No, 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 no. I go to the games though. My sister lives there, and my niece, nephew, and brother-in-law. That stuff. My brother-in-law is actually from Liverpool, so my sister moved down there when they got married. I go to visit there a lot, and I go to the games as well. People, like I'm not like an armchair fan, like people call armchair. I'm a member. I'm trying to get a season ticket as well, so yeah, I go there on a regular basis. I do some of the videos I do. You can see it like on the actual intro. That's a Liverpool video. You know what I mean, my wife was actually videoing the goals. I don't really video things before people think that I lose focus of the game. No, 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 no. I watch the game. The wife, some people don't, really like football that much, but she's starting to understand Liverpool Football Club more, and she's starting to love it more than ever now. So yeah, she does the videos for me and all that stuff. But yeah, I don't live in Liverpool. Big up JK, bless Fuzzy. Hope you are well, bro. You never walk alone. I'm well, bro. We kept that team intact, bro. That's the most important thing. Our team is stuck together. I'm looking forward to the likes of Man City games now. Liverpool, Man City. I used to dread those games at the Etihad. Now I'm looking forward to it because the players we got are so controlling on that pitch. It's unreal, mate. I'm telling you right now. We spoke about this before, JK. I'm telling you, I'm just looking forward to that. Crazy stuff. Let me just check out the comments. But yeah, please get busy in the comments, people. Don't just watch. Whatever you put up, I'll come on and give you my point of view as well. JK said, if it was me, I'm staying at Liverpool. But hey, everyone is different. Listen, at the end of the day, brother, it's life-changing moments. Yes, these players have money already. They're up here already money-wise. But if it's life-changing moments, like you're going to be rich for the rest of your life, you'll never have to struggle again to, maybe struggling in the middle here. Which one would you choose? Think about it that way, JK. As a fan, I could say, oh, man, I'll stay with Liverpool forever, man. I love Liverpool Football Club. Blah, 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 blah. I could say things like that. But in my head, I'm already saying, man, if that money comes in, it's going to be tough to turn that down. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things. Northred says we will get good coin for him next year. Let's hope he bows out with a grand final come May, June next year. Yeah, 100%, bro. We need to get into a champion. No, get into the Champions League first of all. Probably compete for the title and win the title. But you never know. The Ireland thing is, everybody's jumping on the board of the Ireland thing. The Europa League final, because Liverpool are heavy favourites in the Europa League, as everybody knows. And a lot of people are saying now that's the only trophy this current team, especially with Van Dijk, Klopp, and all that stuff, haven't won. We nearly won it when Sturridge scored that outside the foot, curler in the side netting. But, it was just bad defending. We had Love wrong, Moreno at the back that time, and it didn't look good, did it? Let's be honest here. It didn't really look good. And that was awful. Absolutely awful. Let's just be honest. We took the lead, man. We could have done it. We could have done it for him, man. John Conway says, great news about Salah staying for now. Yeah, bro, listen, he's going to leave next summer. Let's be honest here. Come on. Thank you so much for... No. Don't ever thank me, bro. Thank you. You're the one who did it. Listen, fans like you, JK, Wild Dead Wolf, all these guys, Northred, all these guys that come on a regular makes us, do this on a regular basis, people. There's no one else that helps us more than you guys. Putting that number up on the actual top there is the thing that actually makes me come back every single time and do this on a regular basis. Yes, I took a couple of days off the other day. Yeah. International football, I don't support it anymore, man. I also loved international football back in the day. When every national team had a great player in it. Even Romania, Bulgarian teams like that, they had the Stoichkovs of this world, they had the Hagis of this world. They used to call Hagi the Maradona of Europe. That's how good that guy was. Players like that, when they were around, it was the best football I've ever seen. Nowadays, I'm watching international football. What's interesting, people? You're putting Neymar alongside Ronaldinho. Come on, man. Be realistic. He's nowhere near him. Can't tie his laces. Come on. Big up, brother, Uncle Rods. Please go and subscribe, Uncle Rods. Obviously, his channel says it as it is. He's one of the best YouTubers I've ever seen. He's consistent and he's always doing things for you guys as well. So please go and subscribe to Uncle Rods, man. He's almost at 1,000 as well, people. I've always, put his stuff up. Please, please, please go and subscribe to Uncle Rods because he's out of this world, in my opinion, man. I don't dislike a lot of people or anything like that on YouTube. But, the likes of Uncle Ross who graft on a regular basis, I will champion them on a regular basis as well because they deserve it. They well deserve it, man. 100%, man. It's like I've always said, it's not always about the people that have 100K in all this stuff, subscribers. They've already done their time. I said this the other day. They've already done their time. They are already living high. Give the other people, man. You're a Liverpool fan, aren't you? Give the other people a chance, man. Come on. Let's support each other. That's what we're supposed to be. That's what Liverpool needs to get back to, in my opinion, people. Like, I think we're slowly drifting away from things like that. We're already concentrating on rivalries and all that stuff, but the fans, they're separated. This has to come back with our fan base. When our fan base is like this, nobody can touch us. Let's be honest here. We win titles within titles within titles. Look at the title winning teams in the past, and especially in the 80s and 70s. The fans were always together like this. We need to get back, man. We need to get back in order for us to, to become that team that we used to be. Once that gets back, I think the whole world will actually, look at Liverpool and see us differently, if you know what I mean. But all this fighting on social medias and all this stuff has to stop, man. Has to stop because it's not good for us at the end of the day. But it's good for our rivals are watching this and enjoying it at the same time as well. You know what I mean, yeah. So I'll finish with Salah. He's staying. He hasn't said anything. He hasn't throw the tantrum or anything like that. I'm happy with that. I'm glad. Let's go for the league innit, and see where we go for this season. I think we're gonna do well. I honestly think that. Let me move away from Salah and go to the next subject, which is who I'm talking about next. I already put it in the beginning, which is this guy. Oh, I got cool. I was dancing. I love that tune, man. That tune just gets in my head a lot. I really, really like it. As we know, there's a lot of things happening around Henderson, and people are not happy with it in regards to what he said. Like, he wasn't wanted, and all the other stuff off the pitch and all that stuff. I bet you're wondering, why am I putting all those badges of teams on the actual screen? Those are Muslim-owned clubs, mostly Arabs, and invested as well. Arsenal are invested there. They're not owned by Arabs, but they're invested by Arabs. So that's why I put them up there. Man United haven't put them on there because they're not owned yet by Arabs. So we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen with their developments. A lot of people ask about Henderson's comments and all that stuff. He wasn't wanted at Liverpool and in regards to that. It was his time. Time was up. Time was up for Henderson. Let's just be honest here, people. Like, we saw him as a player. We supported him as a player. Even if he was staying this season, we would have supported him as a player. Let's just be honest here. But, like, when you got players like McAllister, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch coming in that midfield, you can't really keep players like Henderson anymore. You could keep him on the bench, but would he want to be on the bench? No. So him leaving was the best thing for him. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are questioning why he's gone to Saudi Arabia, especially when he's supporting, the other stuff as well off the pitch. I don't want to get into, because I'm not all about politics and anything like that. It's all about the money. Although he says it ain't about the money, it is about the money. You're offered 700K a week. Really? Like, you're not going to be saying yes to that? Come on, man. In your life, if someone offers you that a week, would you still stay at home? Or are you going to be flying over there for a couple of years, earning the big bucks that's going to change your life in general? There you go. So he needs to stop lying about things like that. It was about the money, first of all. Second of all, he wasn't going to get enough game time at Liverpool Football Club. I agree 100%. But the thing that angers me more than anything is, you see those clubs that are on the screen, the likes of Newcastle, Fulham, Man City, Arsenal, Aston Villa, and Sheffield United. All Arab invested, and Pakistani invested by Fulham. So if you are having a go at him, where's your actual having a go at those kind of teams as well that employ the same people you're having a go at. So you got to think about that way, people. It's the reason that they're having a go at Henderson is because he's the only one. You know what I mean? And all that stuff. But when money comes into your pocket, not even one word against these people. Not even one word. So you can't be hypocritical against Henderson. You can't be hypocritical towards Henderson because Henderson is only doing what he wants to do as a player. And if he could change people's minds over there about certain things and all that stuff, so be it. But don't be hypocrites when people on this side that you can see on the picture there are invested in your clubs. The money is good in your pocket and all that stuff. And if you go against the system, you know what's going to happen to you. You know what I mean? That's what you got to think about. But you're only going to have to look at Henderson because, he supported you supposedly. Well, treat people the same. I mean, we talk about, Arabs treating people a certain way. Our people in this country people in the other way either. So you got to think about it like that way. These people invest in your club. They own your clubs. But you don't say one word. No protest, nothing. But when Henderson went to Saudi Arabia and these players are going to Saudi Arabia, you're having to go against them. I don't understand. I don't get it. You know what I mean? It's hypocritical at its best, in my opinion, people. And that's what I don't like. I don't like things like that. I'm a Muslim myself. I mean, albeit. I mean, I love my culture. I'm not going to change for anyone. You're not going to change these people either. You know what I mean? So you just have to be consistent with your nonsense. When money's coming in your pocket, you don't say a damn thing. But when the player is changing his life and going down to another place, but you haven't got the country all of a sudden. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make any sense. But Henderson, listen, his comments were weird. I didn't understand it. I didn't want to listen to it really because the way he said he wasn't wanted at Liverpool and etc. But things change in life, brother. You're 33 years old and you're still playing international football. What are you still doing at international football? England ain't gonna win anything. I'm sorry to tell you, you guys you had your chance and you blew it a couple of times. So don't expect everything to change. You're 33 and you're still playing for England. Shouldn't you just concentrate on your football club? Maybe it would have been better for you. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Blaming people here and there. He's always going to be a legend, people. Don't discredit Henderson's contribution to Liverpool Football Club. He done it in a big way, on and off the pitch, and I thank him for that. You know what I mean? Because it's hard to do that. Sacrifice your own game in order for your club to become better, and he did that with abundance. So don't have a go at him and things like that. You know what I mean? Obviously, he talks a lot of nonsense. Everybody, when they leave, when they know that they're not going to play for that club anymore, they talk nonsense. I mean, but he did, listen, he left a good video for us. He did thank us and all that stuff. So remember him for that. And the contribution he delivered for Liverpool Football Club. He won every trophy in the highest level. You know what I mean? So you can't ask for any more than that. You can't ask for any more than that. And us trashing him in public, it shouldn't be the way because, he has contributed. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not gonna say a lot about Henderson because that's all I want to say about him. I mean, and I did have a go at the people that's actually trying to question his loyalties and all that stuff. What about your loyalty, man? Look at the teams over there; they're all the same people you're against. Think about it that way. All right, enough of Henderson. I don't want to go into political things, but I want to talk about my manager. My manager. I did have a go at him a couple of times, but I want to talk about him next. Let's go to my manager, or our manager anyway. Righty then. So we're going to be talking about ruthless Klopp. Let's talk about him then, innit? A lot of people question him about his loyalty to the football club and to the players and to the chairman and all this stuff. So we could discuss it. Let's break it down. You know what I mean? I'll break it down for you. And then if you agree with me, agree. If you disagree, disagree. It's life, isn't it? But don't forget to hit the like button, people. Don't forget to hit the like button. Always Liverpool. Whatever cup up, bring up Liverpool, man. My club. So a lot of people are questioning about Klopp's loyalty and all that stuff. And I kept advising people, I don't want to have a go at my manager because I know he's not loyal to players. Think about it this way, people. Your team challenges for a quad. Yeah. in a season. Next season, obviously, you want to buy players. You can't because the owners you got don't have that finance just yet. Pandemic hit a lot of people, and when it hits the likes of FSG, it causes a lot of problems. So he bought 1 or 2 players there. Well, not really important. Let's just be honest there at the time. But he kept the nucleus of the squad. So you got to look at it in a certain way, in a business terms. Say like someone outperformed last year in your obviously company. Are you gonna get rid of them the next year? When the new financial year starts? No, because they performed in a higher level. So you got to keep them to see if they're gonna reach that again. So that's what happened with these players. He gave them the opportunity because they nearly won a quad. That's why he kept the likes of Henderson's, Fabinho's, and all these guys. Think about it that way. Think about your own life, like I said. If you own a business, did that performance for you, nearly getting you 4 trophies, are you just going to say, goodbye, sayonara, and see you later? No. You got to give them another chance, see if they're going to achieve it again. And it didn't work out. We went down the young route. We bought the likes of, Carvalho and players like that. It didn't work. But this season clearly shows his ruthless aggression. I mean, he got rid of everyone. He wasn't loyal to Henderson. He wasn't loyal to Fabinho. He wasn't loyal to Oxlade, Keita, Firmino. Listen, he wasn't. He got rid of them. He brought new players in, which is Endu, Gravenberch, McAllister, and Soboslai. Are you going to complain about that? I ain't. I think that's outstanding. You know what I mean? Especially under the restrictions that we have in our football club. FSG are never going to spend 100 million on a player. They could pretend like they did with Caicedo, but they're never going to do it. Because if they were going to do that, shouldn't they have done it again? You know what I mean? With someone else? Maybe go to Real Madrid and buy, Valverde or Tchouaméni or someone like that suits to our system. They could have done that, but they didn't. I mean, so you got to think about it that way. Is our manager too loyal? No. He just thinks about what's happened here and now. That's what you should think about life as well, people. Like, what's happening here and now is important, not what's happening tomorrow or the next day, anything like that. So that's what he took it. That's how he took it last season. Give opportunity to these guys, get young players in to refresh the squad, make them into great players eventually, and they will take over the first team. But it didn't work out. So this season we've transformed that team, we've changed everything, and look at the way it's performing on the pitch. We're more controllable in the pitch, people. We're not rushing things, or we're not doing things that we did in the past, running teams like we did in the past to the point that we're going to be running ourselves to the ground. Things like that ain't happening, man. We're more controlling now. We're looking better. And we're looking healthier. And I like it. And I like even the likes of McAllister playing as a DM, because not only is he technically good, he can defend. You know what I mean? So that's another thing on top of that as well. Yeah, so that's how I see it, people. I don't think the manager is loyal. I just think the manager just gave opportunities to people that done him good in the past, like you would in your life. Like I said, in your life, you would do the same. So don't lie to me. That is the truth. Victor says, I'm happy we are playing difficult games early. Then our ending of the season will be much easier. That's how you win the league. Yeah, you're 100% correct. Get the difficult games out the way, and then the season becomes easier as we go along. We should have beat Chelsea though. Let's be realistic here, Victor. We should have beat Chelsea. They shouldn't have a sniff in that game. You saw them against Nottingham Forest the other day. Hardly created chances. They wasn't even that good. So yeah, you got to look into things like that, man. You got to look into things like that. 100%. True Don says your drip is on point for the white hat. I always try, man. Short combo drip means clothes style. LOL. Yes, bro. I try my best, mate. Like, look, I think we won the league with this one, didn't we? I think we won the league with this one. Yeah. I try my best, man. I try my best. I don't want to wear a purple hat and a black shirt. It won't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about it. You got to think of something that matches. So yeah, you got with Klopp. I love the guy. I love the guy. And as I said to you guys, my first manager that I can remember, it was Joe Fagan. Then I moved to Kenny. Kenny was my favorite manager, still my favorite manager of all time, because that team he had was just out of this world. I will never forget that team. They brought so much joy to me, man. Especially, uh, John Barnes in the wing and all that stuff. The way he used to just take on people and all that. Yeah, outstanding team that Kenny built that time. Peter Beardsley up front with John Aldridge, Ray Houghton on the right side, inside right, Ronnie Whelan and Steve McMahon. I mean, we had a great team, man. We had a great team. Bruce Grobbler in goal. You had Barry Venison on the bench. You had Steve Nicol as a right back. Alan Hansen, Lawrenson or Gillespie, Gary Ablett, Steve Staunton afterwards, David Burrows afterwards. You know what I mean? That's the team that was just successful. And young Morby, don't forget young Morby on the bench as well and all that stuff. So Nigel Spatman, I could never forget Nigel Spatman. He used to cover the likes of Ronnie Whelan and Steve McMahon. That team was just at this world. Like I said, I've been waiting for Klopp since Kenny left the first stint. Forget about the second stint. Obviously, he's won a trophy, but the first stint, man, what worries me is when the fans turn on our manager, and then we're gonna wait another 30 years. I ain't got 30 years left, man. I mean, let's just be honest there. None of us have. So take it easy, man. It's not his fault he's got this kind of ownership. He's trying his best. So let's just support him in that way and see where we go. Because it will take us another 30 years. Because what I look at with the ownership, yeah, if Klopp leaves, do you think they're going to go for the likes of Klopp or someone higher? No, because they like to be lowered. They like to lower the expectations of the fans, and that's what they're going to do again. And this is what I worry about the most. I honestly think, like, if he ever leaves and people drive him out, the next step will be Brendan Rodgers level, someone below that. And you're not going to complain, are you? We didn't complain when Brendan Rodgers was here. We didn't complain when Roy Hodgson was here. So you got to think about a lot of stuff that could go wrong, as well as with him that can go right, because he rebuilt this team. I mean, obviously he done it from the front to the midfield. Next, he's going to go to the back. Alisson's getting older as well, so don't forget about that as well. So he built the front, he built the midfield. Next step is the back line. So once he rebuilds the back line, it's going to be obviously the goalkeepers. Actually, they go on for years. But I could see Alisson saying, you know what, it's time to go. Just like Firmino. Firmino is the most selfless player you could ever find in the world. They were willing to give him a new contract just to stay around the squad. But he said, nope, it's time to go and get better players. I mean, I'm not at that stage anymore. I get injured a lot. So get youngsters in that's going to take our place and make you even that greater. You know what I mean? So it's the second part of Liverpool. I think would be better, man. I don't know what's telling me, but compared to the first thing, I loved it. I loved, obviously, Alisson in goal, Trent, Van Dijk, Matip, and Robertson, Fabinho, Wijnaldum, Henderson, and Salah, Mane, and Firmino. I loved that. I love that team. That team was just a special team, but you have to stay fit. I mean, this team is both. If you know what I mean, people. You look at Soboslai, the way he just runs up and down that pitch, sweat on his shirt every game. It just looks amazing. And then you look at McAllister, calm. You know what I mean? I don't like to say, but he reminds me of like Paul Scholes, but as a midfielder, like more technical Paul Scholes. Although Paul Scholes was technical anyway, but he reminds me of that. You know what I mean? And he compliments everyone. He doesn't complain if he plays as a defensive midfielder or a central midfielder. He just does his job. It does what it says on the tin. That's what I like about McAllister. And then you got Gravenberch. If people don't know the style of Gravenberch, I've been watching him since I've been off in it the last few days. He reminds me of Jack Wilshere. I don't know why, but he reminds me of Jack Wilshere, but with more athleticism and more height. I know Wilshere's injured a lot, but if you look at Jack Wilshere as a technical player, he could get out tight situations and all that stuff. He was great, don't get me wrong, Jack Wilshere, but that's what he reminds me of. But with more pace, with more power, and more height, you know what I mean? Like, he could win things in the air as well. So that's what Gravenberch reminds me of. Like, someone with a ball that can dribble, out of tight situations, and they will teach him in that central midfield, that defensive midfield position, how to play that role as well. So if he goes forward, McAllister will come back and cover him. Or McAllister go forward, Soboslai will come back and cover it. Like, it's going to be like interchanging like that. Just like the front. You got Gakpo, you got Nunez, you got Salah, you got Nunez, Salah, Gakpo. You could do things like that. It's amazing, people. Honest to God, like if you look what I'm looking at, you'll understand what I'm saying. It looks amazing compared to the old team. I love the old team, but the old team was just there. That's it. They're never going to be interchanging or anything like that. It was there, and that is it. This team can interchange, all that stuff. Make your fingers go like this way, that way. So that's what I like about them. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a special season, man. I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it, man. I've had too many comments. Let me read one more. I have no problem with Henderson. Fans treated him like rubbish the last 2 seasons online. He realized time was up and decided to go. Could probably buy Sunderland when he gets back. Yeah, it will be that rich. It will be that rich. You're 100% right, JK, because the treatment he got online is unacceptable from Liverpool fans. We're not like that. That's one thing we're not like, is criticizing our players personally like that. If he has a crap game, just say he had a shit game today, let's move on. Don't keep like poking at him every single time. I mean, it's nasty, man. And we're not Man United. We're not Chelsea. We're not Arsenal. We don't do that. We're Liverpool Football Club. We back each other, man. Come on. Tony says, big up, Tony. Big up, man. Trudon, of course, I'm Tony. Big up, guys. Henderson has gone. Thanks for the service. We move on. Yes, I agree. That's how I would put it. Time to move on. That's the problem with Liverpool Football Club, and I've been hearing a lot as well lately. It really pissed me off as well with our fan base about Michael Edwards and the other guy that was with him, and was it Julian, whatever his name is. Yeah. So these two, they want them back. This is what I'm saying, people. I love Michael Edwards. I don't think he's coming back anymore. I could see it online. A lot of people jumping on the bandwagon. We need Michael Edwards back on that stuff. It's time to move on. Him and Klopp have. That relationship is gone. It doesn't exist anymore. It's time to move on. Let's go to new adventures. Maybe the new ideas will make us win more, if you think about it that way. That's what I want to look forward to. Going back, like we went back to Robbie Fowler's and all these players back in the day. Was it like the first stint? No, because it was rubbish. Loved the players, but it wasn't like the first stint. It was the shadow of the players that we had in the past. And I don't want to go through things like that. Once people move on, say thank you very much for your service. Sayonara, see you later. We move on to the next round. This is what the problem with Liverpool Football Club has a lot. Even Gini Wijnaldum, I was hearing people saying, get him out the door, man. He's not good enough. He wants the money. Everybody wants the money. I want money. I mean, so when he left, they personally attacked him online. And then he said something bad about the fans. And then, his career didn't go to plan. As you can see, not a lot. I've said this on Jamie Phillips' channel before. Not a lot of Liverpool players, actually, when they leave Liverpool, play the same way. They really struggle. Because the system at Liverpool Football Club makes them into that special player, if you know what I mean. And world-class level player. But when they leave us, they're not the same player elsewhere. So that's what I'm trying to say about our players, people. Big up K-Mac. Go and subscribe to K-Mac's channel, man. He's great at what he does, man. Very, very lovely guy, man. Please go and subscribe to him. He said, how good was Steve Nicol? Oh, come on, man. The guy scored a hat-trick against Newcastle, as I remember. That's how good he was from a right-back position. I love Steve Nicol, man. Very, 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 very funny guy. Let me just put it that way. One of the funniest players ever. Trust me. Yeah, so as for Klopp, I ain't got much to say about that. But other than if you're giving criticism when he's not doing what you want him to do, give him compliments when he does what you want him to do, which people ain't doing that right now. A lot of people saying he's too loyal. Well, he hasn't been loyal. The front line has changed. The midfield has changed. Back line next season. So he's doing it gradually. Now give him compliments, man. The ruthless side of Klopp, ruthless aggression, as they say in the WWE, has come through. And Henderson proved it. Henderson said it. I wasn't feeling wanted anymore. It's time to go. And he's left. And a lot of people say he was fighting for his contract. Yeah, he did at the time because Henderson was doing all right. But when Henderson wasn't doing all right, it's time to go. He's gone. Well, sayonara. I've got one more thing to talk about, which is this, obviously. Let's talk about it, and I'll go from here. So a lot of people are talking about the, sorry, I don't even know why that's there. Hang on, there you go. It changes for some reason. So a lot of people are talking about this, the Saudi dominance over the Chinese league. That's how I put it. A lot of people are saying the Saudi league will be like the Chinese league. A lot of people going there first, and then it will lose the appeal and all that stuff. The difference is these people actually own clubs in this country, like I put on the map earlier, so on the poster earlier with Henderson, the thumbnail, sorry, and they have unlimited money. What you need to understand is, if you look at the picture, it started with UAE, then he moved to Qatar, getting the World Cup. Next is a Saudi. So it was going like this. What I'm trying to say is, in this sense, these people work together. That, if you don't know, it's the truth. They work together, and the plan was already in place compared to the Chinese league. Everybody talks about the Chinese league like the reason it wasn't successful. Yes, I agree, it wasn't successful because it wasn't planned. They didn't recruit the right people. They didn't put a plan in place to maintain that stuff they were doing. But these people started with, obviously, UAE, Dubai, where Dubai is, Qatari World Cup. Now you see the Saudi league jumping ahead of everyone. What they did first is they bought the clubs all around the world, obviously, in England, America, Spain, whatever it is. The second step is everybody's going to Dubai. Not many people knew about Dubai before. They've done all that stuff. Qatar got the World Cup. Next, the World Cup they won is in Saudi Arabia, but the Super League has already started there now. So it was always, the line was always going like this to the top. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. This was always going to happen. And not only that, they've got the money to retain this stuff. What they did at first is they got the players that's currently on top of their game, which is Ronaldo's, Neymar's, Mane's, and all that stuff, to build the name of the league. So when you build the name of the league, the youngsters will come through afterwards. So that's what's happening after that. Like Qatar and UAE, they haven't got that league yet. Saudi Arabia have been here for next to 100 years, I think, the league. So they've always had a league over there, as I remember, even when I was living there. So you got to think about it this way. This was well planned. And what did they do at the same time? They bought the clubs. They recruit the right people in their football federation to help them along as well. English person, Spanish person, French person, African person. If you think about it, every nation in the world is there helping them develop this league and develop all this stuff. So this is how they're going to become successful eventually. And not only that, they got unlimited money on top of that as well, people. When you've got unlimited money and you've got your power forces in the Premier League as well, the biggest league in the world, when you're owning these clubs, it's going to be frightening people. Like, they could maintain this. That's what's scary. Like I said, first of all, buy the older players that's got names still to build a league, and then you move on to the youngsters gradually, and then the league will just be consistent on a regular basis. Saudi Arabia is changing country, people. Like I told you before, it's not going to be standing still. They're going to try to change it, a lot of stuff as well. Although it's a Muslim country and all that stuff, but they want to invite the world, in business terms, in sport terms, and all that stuff. They want to host things as well. So once these things, they're already doing the boxing, wrestling, all that stuff already is happening over there. So once they start, like getting a grip of things, it's going to be frightening for the likes of this country, because we can't compete with money wise. So how are we going to do it? I mean, we rejected the Super League. So there's a lot of things you got to look at, man, and it's scary. It's really scary. The worst thing we've done in this country is we let them buy the clubs over here, because once that step happened, this is their right to actually do whatever they want outside that, and it's happening, man. And it's a scary thing, man. We're gonna have a show discussing these things anyway, man, eventually. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. It started from the small, then you moved to the next level, then now it's gone to the top. So once these things like go to the top, it's the only way is up, isn't it? So I'm scared. I'm really, really scared for the Premier League, because financially we won't compete with them, and they are in our league taking money, taking players, taking clubs, and whatever they want to do now. Those things wasn't allowed back in the day. They wouldn't even dare to do things like that. But now they do whatever they want. Scary stuff, man. Really, really scary. Really, really scary, man. Let's see what it's saying in the comments. If we had Qatar owners or ruler of Dubai, we would be the best team in the Premier League and in the world, not Manchester City. LOL. It's all about the money now, isn't it, mate? That's the thing, Victor. It's all about the money, bro. And it's a scary thing. Like I said to you, this was well planned compared to the Chinese league. And it's a scary thing, man. Liverpool Football Club owned by Arabs. Maybe we have to be going that direction eventually because we'll be falling way behind. Like I said, it's a scary thing, man. We need to wake up to reality. These people have planned this and they planned it good. Very, very, very scary, man. And Richard says, hello, Fozzy. How are you? Have a great weekend. Jesus is a great... Jesus is great. Please, Christians is the way forward. Many thanks. It's up to you what you want to take. It's up to you, brother. It's up to you, brother. It's up to you. Trudon says, did you see Scholes' comments about Gerrard? He knows how good he was. I respect this. I respect his thoughts. I don't really watch much of ex-Man United players, but I heard he said about how Gerrard was a better player. That's what I've heard. Yeah, it's nice of him, you know what I mean. But sometimes people just put it out there, for humility reasons, you know what I mean, and all that stuff. Come on, Scholes and Gerrard, two different players, bro. Like, Gerrard is an all-rounder. Scholes is a failed striker that moved into midfield. That people don't know that. He was a striker at first. They tried to compare him with Robbie Fowler when he came through the system of Man United, but it just didn't work out. So they had to find him a place. And luckily, Paul Ince was leaving, and then he slotted in with next to Roy Keane and became that player that he became afterwards. Yeah, so you got to think about it, man. Richard, whatever you believe, man, good luck to you, mate. Liverpool need to get his left centre back, right wing, CDM, central defensive midfielder, January 2024 next summer. Liverpool need reinvent into the squad and rebuild for the future. Yeah, listen, they're trying that, bro. They're trying that, and it's already happening right now. Like I said, it started with the front line. They're moving to the midfield, then they're going to move to the back eventually as well. It's not going to be like Man City. We don't have that kind of finance. Think about it that way. We're never going to have that finance, and we need to wake up to reality, man. Wake up to reality for that. It's going to take us gradually, and then we do it in a fair way, so FFP don't penalize us and things like that. So yeah, we are going to do it, man. Don't worry about that. JK says you can criticize players, no doubt, but man's go all political with players and agendas. You don't embarrass your club and fans. It's the Liverpool way, 100%, bro. I agree with you, and I won't deny that in any way. Richard says LFC need right back, centre back, number 6, right wing, forward. Yes. We will get there one day, my brother. We will get there. Yes, Liam. Big up. Yes, folks, you got 100% facts. I'm just being honest. I'm not lying to anyone. You know what I mean? I've went through different stages of the actual stream. If you've just joined, please go and check it from the beginning. And I explained what's going on with the Arabs, what's going on with the club, what's going on with Henderson, what's going on with Salah. So if I don't explain it to you, you won't understand more. You know what I mean? And we need to be worried about the Arab League, people. Honestly, we need to be worried about the Arab League. It's going to be very, very dangerous league. The way we're avoiding it and talking about Chinese league and all this stuff is completely different. Chinese didn't buy any teams in the Premier League. They didn't go around the world and bought teams like these Arabs have. And these Arabs, as we're speaking now, we've been speaking for 54 minutes. They made about 3 million. You know what I mean? 3 million already they made. That's how rich these people are. Unlimited oil, unlimited finance. It's scary, man. You look at that City. You was hoping they'll drop off. They haven't dropped off. I mean, there you go. Gigi says, good afternoon, Fozzy. Hope you are good, mate. Don't you think this Saudi Pro League might be the start of a Super League in disguise? Yeah, 100%, bro. It was always going to happen. If it's not going to be the Premier League, someone else is going to do it, innit? And that's what's happened, man. As I said, the country is changing. It's not the country I was there from the 80s or when I was born. The country's changed completely, mate. It's a different place. People are living amongst each other now. Businesses are going to Saudi Arabia now. They're building skyscrapers everywhere. They're building houses everywhere. It was a desert, innit? It was a proper desert back in the day, and it's changed a lot now. I'm even thinking of going back there. You know what I mean? Eventually, I'm probably working down there somehow. I mean, if it's changing in a good way, you know what I mean, as well, That's what I want to do. Like if it's changing in a good way, I'm willing to contribute. If it's like what I was used to as a kid, like nah, I'm not going back there at all, man. But my sister actually works there, so she went back. I was born in Jeddah, people. It's called Jeddah. That's how we say it in Arabic. I was born there. I came here in the UK in the 80s. And by the way, I always support Liverpool. Never change, never change. Even over there, I support Liverpool. Yeah, but that's how it is. Things change, things change. And yeah, GG. Be worried, mate. Be worried. I'm worried for the Premier League, that is. Get yourself a printer and you could buy Liverpool for the. Mate, we're so bad. Anyone can buy us. I mean, players are going for the same amount FSG bought Liverpool for now. Believe it or not. Salah, almost 200 million. Liverpool was bought for 300 million. There you go. Players can buy football clubs like someone said earlier. Scary shit, man. Scary. Tony says, UEFA needs to be strong, no matter how much cash offered. Do not let them in the Champions League. You know, with UEFA, mate, they're corrupt. They will never change. What people need to understand is, well, in this world we live in, yeah, wherever you're from, if it involves money, that comes first. Let's just be honest here. You don't wake up every day, praise to God, praise to Allah, praise to this. The first thing that gets in your head is money. Let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. That's what it is. Money is everything to people, and it will distract even the people that say, "No, you're gonna distract my life." It will. Trust me, it will. That's all you think about, man. In your mind, it's always money, 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 money. Crazy stuff, crazy stuff. Big up, John Conway. I hope you guys enjoyed this, man. I've tried my best, especially in this heat, man. It's very, very hot here. The lights are on me. I got a little fan here. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff. But yeah, I'm just looking for the comments, putting up whatever you guys put up. Came back, says Klopp is still only 54. Roy Hodgson is 73. He's still relatively young in the manager years. Fuzzy. Yeah, I agree, man. Like, managers used to go on for 70 years old, isn't it? Like you just said with Roy Hodgson. Look at Alex Ferguson, Arsene Wenger. They were willing to stay even beyond that. But with Klopp, we just have to be realistic, man. if these owners stay and he leaves, the only way is down, man. It ain't gonna go up. Believe me in that. Believe me in that. And you guys don't want to go through the 30 years I've been through. It was horrendous, man. I mean, we was buying players for the sake of buying. We was actually one stage buying players for the looks of the player. It wasn't even to do with the ability. Like John Scales, Phil Babb. It wasn't even about ability. I can't believe it was about ability because they were crap. You know what I mean? So you gotta think about it that way. We've done a lot of damage, man. A lot of damage. People, I've been here for an hour. I've done it. I've made it in this heat. I've tried my best for you. I'll figure out tomorrow what else we can talk about. I'll probably bring someone on and see what we could do. Thanks for tuning in. Please hit that subscription button, notification button, and like button, all that good stuff. We're on the road to 2,000. Hopefully we will get there and celebrate it together. But before I go, I think about, you guys commenting and helping me out, subscribing to me. I'm always there for you guys. You know what I mean? I'll always back you guys. So, John Conway, one more time, man. One more time for you. Thank you. Thank you, brother. You're always there for us, no matter what channel it is. And we'll never forget that, man. Happy birthday. 47, man. 47 years young, bro. 47 years young. I hope you enjoyed your birthday, bro. All right, people. That's me. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you. I'll see you soon. I hope I broke everything down. If you're new, please check out the video again from the beginning. Let me read out the comments before I go because I don't want to be rude. I'm not a rude boy. Hang on. Where am I? There you go. Tony says, question, where will we finish in the league? Oh, that's a tough question, bro, before I go. In my opinion, I want us to win. I mean, but I can see us finishing second. Second, yeah. Man City is just too strong. It depends if our players stay fit. We're underestimating our team as well, Tony. I'll tell you why. Because although we have the same 11 on the pitch, like Addison in goal, Trent, Konate, Van Dijk, and Robertson, and then you got Gravenberch, Soboslai, so Endu, Soboslai, and McAllister, and you got Diaz, Gakpo, and Salah. That's the team people want. Probably Gravenberch with Endu, maybe swapping. So, but it depends what's on the bench. Like in certain games, if we could change games and bring people off the bench that could do that for us, like the likes of Nunez, Gravenberch, whoever's on the bench, like that's attacking and the midfield, they could change the game. I think we'll be stronger. The thing that I'm saying second, because I don't think Arsenal are that special. You know what I mean? I watched them against Man United the other day. Man United are shit. I've got to be real. And they struggled against Man United. Arsenal are still trying to gel, but Liverpool, the most important thing is, guys, boys and girls, the spine of the team is still there. The spine of the team is still there. So the leadership is still there. The players are still there. That's important. So once these players and the younger players that's coming through and the new players are coming through, like gel together, will be a frightening force in my opinion, man. 100%. JK says the system wants you to be like money. Hence why you look this by the time you are 30. Yes, you're right. You are right, man. But it's true though. I gotta be honest, man. Like it's all about money for people. That's what it is. You don't think about God every single day. You know what I mean? First on your head. You sleep. Before you sleep, you think about money. You wake up, you think about money. No matter who you are. You could pray 5 times, still the same thing. Top show, bro. No. It's for you guys, isn't it? I'm here to serve you guys, man. Gigi says between happy cake day, blah, and many blessings from above. Thank you. Yes, people, I'm done. I'm sweating like, So I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody.